Many orchid enthusiasts face a frustrating problem. Their orchid leaves turn soft, wrinkled, and wilt, often followed by the flowers themselves. Most people instantly assume underwatering and dramatically increase watering. But for Phalaenopsis orchids, this common reaction is often a fatal mistake. The surprising truth is that soft, rapidly wilting orchid leaves often signal root rot, meaning the plant can no longer absorb water effectively, no matter how much you provide. In fact, overwatering only accelerates root decay, quickly weakening your orchid. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to care for and revive these dying orchids, revealing a simple yet powerful technique that can save your beloved plants. Make sure to watch until the very end. Let's first explore the 4 most common mistakes that cause orchid leaves to quickly soften and wilt. The first culprit is overwatering. A frequent error among beginner orchid growers is constant watering, without checking the condition of the roots or the substrate. Watering too often, regardless of root color or the moisture level in the pot, keeps the substrate saturated for days, preventing adequate oxygen supply for root respiration. Another common mistake is using regular potting soil or garden soil. Unlike many other plants, Phalaenopsis orchids require a very airy environment for their roots to breathe and develop healthily. Normal soil retains too much water and dries out very slowly, leaving the roots constantly damp and lacking air circulation. When the root system is damaged this way, the plant can no longer absorb water and nutrients, causing the leaves to gradually soften and wrinkle, weakening the plant until it eventually dies. A third reason for orchid leaves quickly becoming soft and wilting is an environment that is too hot or too cold. Orchids are extremely sensitive to temperature fluctuations. Sudden changes or prolonged exposure to extreme heat or cold easily stress them, leading to weakness. The final mistake that results in soft, wilting orchid leaves is over-fertilization. Many believe that the more fertilizer they use, the faster the plant will thrive and bloom more profusely. However, for Phalaenopsis orchids, excessive fertilization causes severe root damage. High fertilizer concentrations or uncontrolled, continuous feeding lead to the accumulation of mineral salts in the substrate and around the roots. These salt deposits essentially burn and dry out the roots, impairing their ability to absorb water. Now, I'll show you exactly how to rescue an orchid suffering from root rot. First, you need to carefully remove all the old substrate surrounding the orchid stem. This makes the root system more exposed and allows for a better assessment of the plant's condition. With the substrate gone, you can now clearly see the entire root system. Using specialized or sterilized scissors, meticulously cut away all rotted and damaged roots. Mushy, dark brown, black, or dried out roots are no longer capable of absorbing water or nutrients. If left in place, they can spread fungal diseases to the remaining healthy roots. When trimming, only keep roots that are firm and have a healthy, silvery white or green color. This significantly improves the plant's chances of recovery. Next, thoroughly rinse the orchid with clean water. This step removes any remaining old substrate, dirt, decaying liquids, and damaged root fragments. Cleaning the roots also helps to control fungal diseases and bacteria that might still be present after treating the root rot. Use a gentle stream of water and carefully rinse all the roots. To protect the remaining healthy roots, I'm going to treat the orchid today using lemon to promote its regeneration. Lemons contain natural acids and many compounds that act as disinfectants, cleaning the root system and preventing fungal diseases at the orchid's base. First, I'll squeeze out the juice from about 1/3 of a lemon. Then I'll dilute it with approximately 2 liters of clean water. This dilution is crucial because lemon juice is quite acidic, and too high a concentration could harm the root system, especially the delicate young roots that remain. Next, I'll soak the entire base of the orchid and its root system in this lemon water solution for about 10 minutes. This process cleans the root system, inhibits bacterial growth, and creates a more aerated environment for the orchid to recover and develop healthier new roots. Simultaneously, I'll wipe the orchid's leaves with soft cotton pads soaked in the lemon water solution. Wiping removes dirt residues and disinfects the leaf surface, making the plant feel lighter and the leaves cleaner. This also aids the plant in photosynthesis, more effectively supporting the orchid's regeneration and development. When wiping, proceed gently, cleaning both sides of the leaves, especially the undersides where dirt and moisture tend to accumulate more heavily. I will then use the remaining lemon water to soak the orchid substrate. For repotting today, I'm using pine bark as the substrate. Pine bark is an excellent choice for Phalaenopsis orchids because it allows for high air circulation, enabling the roots to breathe well and preventing waterlogging, which often leads to root rot. Soaking the pine bark in diluted lemon water will make the substrate cleaner and reduce fungal diseases and bacteria before the orchid is repotted after its 10-minute soak. For repotting, I'm using a transparent plastic pot, like this one, which allows for easy observation of the root's condition and the moisture level inside. First, I'll place several pieces of foam at the bottom of the pot to enhance air circulation beneath. Then, I'll spread a layer of pine bark to create an airy base for the roots. Now I'll center the orchid in the pot, carefully aligning it so that the space just touches the surface of the substrate, without being buried too deeply. Afterward, I'll cover the roots with pine bark, gently pressing it into the gaps with my hands. This stabilizes the plant and ensures a firm stand without damaging the roots. Work slowly and avoid compacting the substrate too tightly, allowing the roots ample space to grow and breathe. Finally, I'll cover the top surface of the pot with a thin layer of moss. This moss layer helps retain moisture in the substrate, limits evaporation, and creates a loose, airy environment conducive to root development. However, be sure to apply only a very thin layer, and do not completely cover the pot opening, as this could suffocate the roots, leading to oxygen deprivation and easy rotting. Lastly, place the plant in a cool, airy location. Position it in a suitable spot and water it regularly, approximately every 7 days. As a final tip, prepare a cup of clean water and place the orchid leaves into it. If your orchid leaves are very soft and wilting, this method helps the leaves temporarily store moisture while the plant recovers and forms new roots. When the root system is already rotted and can no longer absorb water effectively, providing moisture directly to the leaves helps the plant limit water loss and extends its survival by many weeks or even months, giving it crucial extra time to focus on developing healthier new roots. After approximately 4 months of diligent care and recovery, my orchid became noticeably greener and healthier. The previously soft and wilting leaves are now firm, vibrant, and have gradually regained their vitality. The root system has also developed more robustly, with many new young roots emerging. This clearly demonstrates that with the right treatment and care, the plant can effectively absorb water and nutrients once again. From an orchid suffering from root rot and almost completely depleted, the plant has now steadily recovered and is ready for its next phase of development. After another 4 months, the orchid flourished magnificently. Many new leaves formed, and the root system became significantly denser and healthier. Once the root system stabilized and the plant could better absorb nutrients, new flower spikes appeared, gradually bursting into splendid bloom. This incredible transformation shows how an orchid with root rot, soft leaves, and almost no life force can fully recover and thrive again. It proves that as long as we treat the plant correctly, care for it patiently, and provide a suitable environment, it can make a complete recovery and continue to produce beautiful flower spikes. What do you think of this method for orchid care and regeneration? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the Sovereign Garden channel, and activate the notification bell so you won't miss any more valuable orchid care tips.